I'm Wayne the Boat Guy, and today I'm going to show you some cool things about wheel chocks. You ever watch any of those boat ramp fail videos where somebody's truck has fallen all the way down into the water? It's because they didn't have one of these. This is very important, and it's very inexpensive. I have a link to purchase these in the description below. So first of all, if you don't know what this is a wheel chock, and it slides behind the tire of your vehicle when you're on the boat ramp. So here's your vehicle tire right here, right? And you stick this in there between that and the asphalt on the boat ramp, and it keeps your truck from rolling down into the water. It seems to me that you only need one of these. And where these are important is, you might put your vehicle in park, set your parking brake, and everything be going just fine. But as you're winching up your boat, if your boat's heavy or that ramp is steep, your vehicle could release for one reason or another. Sometimes it's just because the ramp is slippery and wet. So this is an extra little bit of insurance to make sure you're not one of those people who shows up on one of those boat ramp fail videos where the person's truck is all the way in the water. I launch my boat by myself a lot of times, and I've learned a really cool trick to keep from losing this or running it over with my trailer. See, one of the challenges with having a wheel chock is that if you have this sitting on the boat ramp and your truck tire is against this, and then you hop in your truck and you start pulling away, it's going to stay right where you left it sitting, and then your next tire is going to come up and try to drive over this thing and boom, 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 boom. Or if you have it behind your back tire, your boat trailer tire could hit this and really knock your boat trailer for a thing, or send this flying, and then you've lost your wheel chock. So let me show you my really cool trick that I came up with. First thing is you need your wheel chock. Secondly, you need some rope, some cord. This is probably some sailboat cord or something like that. Came with my first boat. And it's pretty strong without being too thick or very breakable. So what you need is, I like to use about 10 to 12 feet of this. So I got more than that right now. We're going to cut some off. So whenever you cut your cord with your really dull razor blade, you can keep these ends from falling apart by burning them. Because this is a like nylon composite. This stuff will just keep fraying and falling apart if you don't burn the ends. And that was a little delayed reaction. And you just heat this up, melt the end of this a little bit. Melting plastic. And then burn your fingers. And voila. That is not going to fray and fall apart. This part is optional. You don't actually have to melt the ends of your cord. I'm just showing you a cool little way I do it. Yeah, even though I'm in my garage, it's a bit breezy today. All right, so we'll melt the other end here. Oh, that's super hot. That time it melted right onto my finger. See that? That's, yep. Oh, still hot. Very molten. Remember, my name is Wayne the Boat Guy, not Wayne the Smart Guy who doesn't touch things that are molten hot. All right, so with both ends of our 10-foot long cord done, I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to tie it off to, my wheel chock has a handle on it. If yours doesn't have a handle, I suggest drilling a hole in it. So we're going to tie this off to one end of this. So we tie this off to one end. Just has to be a knot just to hold it. And now we're ready to go. And so here we are now out of the truck. Another question people ask is, which way is this supposed to go? Smooth side or bumpy side? I have no idea. I think I want more grip on the road and I don't need as much grip on my tire. So if I put it this way, it's pretty hard to push. If I put it this way, it seems to push a little bit easier. So I put it flat side down on the road. So you put it there like that, right? Got it all set in place now. Then we take this cord and you find a place to tie it off. So I'm just tying mine off right here on the safety loop. Obviously, if my trailer was hooked up, I'd probably have my chain hooked onto here, but that hook would be on here and there'd be enough room for me to pull this through. I don't need all the length, you just need enough to hold it in place. So I don't do it tight, just bring it to about there. You don't want it to be too long, because if it's too long, when this drags behind you, it could connect to your trailer tire. So once you've got it tied off here, when I go to drive off, this will stay right here. And my truck will drag it along. Let me show you. Also, if you didn't want to do it at the back of your truck, you were worried about it hitting back there, you could do it underneath the front wheel too. So as you're on the boat ramp, you could set it behind your front wheel. What you can do is you can just tie it off right here to your mirror. Could actually make this loop over the mirror if you wanted to. You can tie it off to your mirror right there. And the same principle applies. And when it's tied off on your mirror, you got your window open, you can retrieve it quite easily. I could then stay right in my truck holding my foot on my brake while my emergency brake is set and head on up the ramp. Maybe I just haven't been around the block that much. I'm very naive or very easily impressed, but this is about the coolest thing that I have ever seen. And I'm going to do this every single time I'm launching my boat, because I don't want my truck going in the river. And I don't want to lose this. And I don't want to get home and realize that I left it behind. I don't want my trailer driving over that. And I like the idea of using it at the front, because that way I can just kind of pull it on in whenever I'm all done. So anyway, I hope you learned something from this. I hope you think this is a neat trick. I think it's an awesome trick. And I think it's really, really cool. And thanks for watching. Stay safe out there on the boat ramp. Stay safe in the water. I'm Wayne the Boat Guy. See you next time.